Hi guys, welcome to Jason's Trucking Info, and this is going to be another cooking video, and we're going to cook in the Road Pro to Go, and we're going to make a whole meal. Okay, and I'm going to show you what all I'm going to use, and any of you that have ever grilled and used aluminum foil, you probably know exactly what I'm going to do. You ever put a bunch of meat and potatoes and veggies and onions and seasoned it all up and wrapped it up like a burrito in aluminum foil and then stuck it over the fire? It's basically what we're going to do in here. Okay, so I'm going to show you exactly how to do this using the Road Pro to Go. You got to make sure it all fits in here. You got to wrap it up. You want to try not to get this inside dirty. So we're going to set this aside because we're not ready for it yet. And then I'm going to show you everything I'm going to use. Got it all sitting to the side. Okay, there's probably 5 or 6 thin sliced steaks in here. Okay, probably going to use, I don't know if I'm going to use the whole onion or just half of it, because I want to save some of it for my liver and onions that I'm going to make in a future video. White rice, possibly. I haven't fully decided on the white rice yet. It's probably going to happen, but it might not. Some green beans. I don't know if I'm going to use the whole can. Sliced potatoes from a can, and some mushrooms. And then we're going to take, and here's some Pam spray. We'll probably use some of that. I got some butter over here. I'm not sure how much of it I'm going to use, but I got a little piece of butter there and a full stick there. We'll set that right there. Black ground pepper, definitely. Meat tenderizer, definitely. Ranch, a little bit, yes. Old Bay, probably. Hooters seasoning salt, probably. Mrs. Dash, yes. Some curry, yes. Mediterranean style garlic and herb grinder, yes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it all up in aluminum foil and put it in the Road Pro to Go and let it cook for however long it takes. It could take an hour. It's going to take a little while for it to heat up enough to actually start cooking everything and melting the butter and stuff like that. I might even use a little bit of virgin olive oil, maybe a little bit. Maybe use that on the outsides of the aluminum foil. That's probably what I'm going to do. But you take the aluminum foil and you wrap everything up in there. Okay, so I'm not sure, maybe I'll cut up the steaks into little pieces to make this easier. So let's get started. Okay, we'll start with the aluminum foil. Just bought this from the truck stop. Wish I'd remembered to grab mine from the house, but I usually don't use aluminum foil on the truck, but this is definitely the perfect thing to use this for. And this is going to be fun because this is this cheap thin stuff. So, put this back in here. So, yeah, that doesn't tear very well. All right. Okay. Now, first, get this like this. I'm gonna get the corners going up. Start making a little bit of a bowl here. Okay. Let me get a knife out. Wish I knew what I did with my bigger knives. Alright, we're gonna have to use these because I have no idea where my bigger knives are at. We'll just make do. Alright, we're gonna move this over here. Okay. Pull these out. Very thin steaks. Already coming apart, which will make it easier. Okay. We're gonna make pieces, bite-sized pieces, and we'll just cut this off where the fat is. We're gonna do this with all this. There's 5 or 6 pieces of steak in here. This is basically what we're gonna do with all of them. Okay, I'll get back to you when I'm done with all of them, and we'll see how big of a pile we have. You don't need to sit through me cutting all this. I'm gonna be cut all this up into pieces about like that. Okay, that's what I'm doing right now. Get back to you when I'm done. Alright guys, that was all the meat. It's all the steak meat cut up. So by the time we get the other stuff in there, we're gonna have a lot. So we're gonna have to crunch this down when we're done to get it cooking. Alright, now we're gonna do the onion. Take the sticker off. Cut this bad boy right down the middle. Try to anyway. Okay. We'll take half of this onion and put it away for a later date. Put this over here in the fridge. Alright, I'm going to take all these layers off here, throw them in the trash. Let's cut this part out. We'll cut this part out. Make things slightly easier. Now, I'll make it easier to peel this outer layer off. Get to the usable stuff. Okay, there we go. Alright, set that aside. Alright, we'll cut this up. Spread all that, break all this up and spread it around. We are going to thoroughly mix this stuff here in a little bit. Let's see. I don't need the cutting board anymore. So, we're going to get some of these potatoes out. Already little rips and stuff in this thin layer of aluminum foil, so we're definitely going to have to double that up, probably triple it if it's going to tear that easy. Okay, bunch of water in there. Dump this out the side window here. Okay, I forgot to press record. I dumped that potato juice out and then I decided to put all the onions and the meat and the potatoes in this bag, and I just opened up this can of green beans. Now I gotta go dump the water out the window as well. So let me get back to you. Okay, I emptied all the juice out of the can of green beans. We're gonna throw all this in here. And we'll throw this away. Now, we are going to take this aside here for a second. Okay. Okay, for ranch was the first thing I picked up, so let's throw a little ranch in there. We forgot to open up the mushrooms. Alright. There we go. Now I remembered the mushrooms. Now we got everything in there. I don't think we're going to have room for rice, but we'll still decide whether we're going to add it or not. A little bit of rice just might do it, but yeah, I don't think we're getting much else in there, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, we did ranch. Now we'll do some, little bit of Hooters seasoning salt. Curry. Okay, generous amount. Smish's Dash. meat tenderizer. Definitely got to do black pepper. Do a little bit of this Mediterranean garlic and herb. Okay. Just a little bit of Old Bay. Then we're going to mix all this up. Okay, let's get all these seasonings out of the way. Okay. Now, we're going to set this right here. This already has a couple of holes in it, so we're going to take some more aluminum foil out. We're gonna put this right there. All right. Now, I'm gonna put this right on here. Set that aside for a second. We're gonna put we might as well just use a whole stick and jam it in there. We are going to wrap this up like a burrito and let it cook for a while. All right. More. All right. Need to make sure that it's gonna fit. Into this. So hopefully we didn't overdo it, which we probably did. Okay. Oh, we might have just gotten lucky. Now, I have no idea how long to cook this for. Gonna plug this bad boy in and we'll cook it. It's probably gonna take a couple of hours. There's a lot of stuff inside that aluminum foil. It's probably gonna take 20 minutes or so for it to even get close to getting warm, and then start cooking. Or you're gonna wanna flip that aluminum foil and it's gonna get hot. You're gonna need to use something to keep your hands, unless if you don't have oven mitt or some sort of oven mitts, you're gonna need to use something on your hands. Oven mitts. Don't use your fuel gloves, obviously, but use something. So, I'll get back to you when that's cooked. It's probably gonna take a while. I'm waiting on a I'm waiting on a call to go get my trailer worked on anyway, and I'm uploading another video for you, so I'm gonna put stuff away and upload this other video, and I'll get back with you guys once this stuff's cooked. We'll check on it here. I'm gonna give that sucker about an hour before I even try to look inside of it. Okay, and now there's still plenty of aluminum foil left, but wow, surprised. You notice I didn't use the rice because there wouldn't have been room for it. I'm gonna put this stuff away. Get back with you later. All right, guys, let's check on this. Alright, unfortunately, let's get you off of this. Looks like this thing's leaking butter and stuff, so, well, maybe that's just moisture. Not sure. It feels greasy, so I don't know. Alright, let's put you back on the thing. Okay, this really isn't too bad to handle. It is getting hot. See that? It's leaking and sizzling. So that means we're gonna have a bunch of cleanup to do on the bottom of this. I doubt it's done. I'm gonna let this cook for a while longer. This has been, I don't know, I doubt it's been an hour. We're gonna let this cook some more. We flipped it over again. Actually, I should put it on its side. There we go. Then maybe it'll cook the side of it better. Alright, we'll check on it here in a little bit. Alright guys, I think it's time to actually pull this completely out. and put it on a plate, and we'll take it out and see if it's done. I really don't know how long this has all been cooking inside here, but you would think that it'd be done. So let's...
Alright guys, that's pretty much it.
Fix the... pull this out. Somehow.
Some of this has a lot more meat, some of this will have a lot more.
Get one of these plates.
Like fibersy stuff. It's that.
Guess I can shut off my other video. Okay, I'm going to use some paper towels to make it so I can pull this out without burning myself. Alrighty. Now close this up. We're going to leave it on. We're just going to set this on the ground while we eat. We're going to open this up and see what we're dealing with here. Unwrap our little burrito-like thing here. Okay. Definitely tell the butter and stuff seep through. Oh wow. Look at that. Now we gotta check to see if the meat is done. Can't tell if these are done or not. Let's see. Cut into this. No, not done. Suppose you guys can't see that very well. It's still very pink, so it's gonna have to cook for a while. So we're gonna have to wrap our burrito back up. Problem is, it's probably not going to go back together the way we put it. Let's see here. This is the fun part, trying to get it all to get back in there. when you guys do something like this, make sure you use better quality aluminum foil. This is that thin, cheap stuff. And it sucks. It has all kinds of little holes in it. If I were to use Reynolds aluminum foil, other than this cheap stuff that I got from the truck stop, I probably wouldn't be having leaks like this. So, alright. Move this over here for a second. Bring this bad boy back up here. We're going to clean this up a little bit. Try to anyway. It's not really going to matter too much because we're just going to get more of this in here because not much we can do about that. So that's about, yeah, we'll wipe a little bit more out. Alright, we're going to put this back in here, crunch it down. If you use better quality aluminum foil, this would go a lot easier than what it's going for me. This cheap aluminum foil sucks. So, alright, we'll get back to you. It's got to cook longer. The steak is still rare. Unless that's the way you like it, but I don't like it that rare. Alright guys, we're going to check on this again. I've let this be in here for quite a while. I have not had a timer on this, but you'd think it would be done by now. So let's get, we're going to turn this over again. This thing feels really, really hot. Whew. Okay. Okay, I turned it over and we're going to let that be in there for a little longer, and then we're going to try again to let that sit a little longer and cook. Alright guys, get back with you in a little bit. Alright guys, we are going to take this out. This should be done by now. So we're going to take this out like we did before. We got limited space, so yeah. I'm going to take this out and all this should be done. Get a hold of it somehow without burning ourselves. Alright. Put this on the plate. Okay. This should be done. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug it because I'm confident it's done. So that's gonna go. We're gonna clean this real quick. And soak all this stuff up. Okay. But I told you that it's best to clean this Road Pro to Go thing when it's hot. Because once some of that stuff cools, it'll get harder to manipulate. In most cases, that's the best way to do it. In most cases, you don't want to let everything get all cooled down. So let me take this off the dealio here. All right, see this is about as clean as it's gonna get right now without actually using soap and water. Well, this thing could stand to use soap and water, but this is about as clean as it's gonna get without using soap and water. We've wiped it down to where it looks clean, but taking this inside and using soap and water would be a good thing to do right now. Probably something I will do later on, but right now we're gonna close this up and we're gonna take this out of the way, set it on the floor. Okay, and we're gonna wipe all this up. It's all the moisture mostly. Might be some other stuff in there like butter and stuff, but there should be mostly just water here. Alright, let's put this back up here. Put you guys back on the tripod. Okay. We're gonna open this up like we did before. You remember how much fun that was. Okay. You would think everything should be done. All that meat should have been cooked all the way through. It was about medium rare. Depends on how you like your steaks, but we're trying to cook everything all the way through. Like I said, if you can use some better quality aluminum foil when you make yours, that would be preferred, because this cheaper stuff sucks. This cheaper stuff that's a lot thinner, it just rips. So what we're going to do is we are going to we're going to put all this on top of some paper towels to soak up a lot of this. And it's probably going to need a lot. See if 4 layers is going to be enough or not. So let's put this over here. We are going to dare to pick this up and flip it over if we can. Okay, we're probably going to have to do it like this. Whew. And I can smell the seasonings. Okay, I'm going to get us back here. Throw this stuff away. Okay. We're going to keep this right here. Alright. And because that aluminum foil is just breaking up, I would like to dump it all on here nice and easy peasy, but I don't think that's going to work out for us this time. If we had better quality aluminum foil that didn't break or tear so easy, we could probably do that. But we'll have to pick up some Reynolds aluminum foil, because or some other aluminum foil that's better quality. But do you see that? We just cooked all that. Look how much food we got out of that. You didn't think you could cook that much food in your Road Pro to Go, did you? That's a full meal. That's green beans, potatoes, onion, steak, mushrooms. Just try not to get the aluminum foil in this. Set this over here for a second. I'm going to try to get some of this out of here. Keep a watchful eye out. Make sure you're not getting pieces of aluminum foil being kept in your food. You don't want that. With this cheaper stuff, it could happen. So be very careful about making sure there's not little pieces of aluminum foil coming off of this cheap stuff. If you're using the cheaper, thinner stuff, because you have no choice, if you use a higher quality aluminum foil, you're not going to have to worry about that so much. Okay, that's pretty much everything. Set that aside for a second. We'll take and we'll throw all of this in this bag. And then we can clean this up. Okay. Now, Oops. See you wiping up after yourself. Alright. In this, we cooked all this. Look at that big plate of food there. Okay. Okay. There's mushrooms, there's onion, there's potatoes, there's steak, there's onion in here, and all kinds of seasonings that we put in here. Let's taste a piece of steak. Oh yeah. You can cook whatever you want in your Road Pro to Go. You're only limited by whatever you can think of. You're just limited by the space, is about all your limitations are. You can do whatever you want. You can cook however you want. There's many ways to cook in this thing, and it's easier. And if you use better aluminum foil, you might not even have a mess to clean up. Okay, I use cheaper stuff this time. Next time I'll try to remember to have some better quality, thicker aluminum foil that's not gonna have all kinds of tears and rips in it so easy. Okay, so there you go, guys. That's cooking a full meal in the Road Pro to Go. And you can, there's all kinds of brands of this out there all over in different truck stops, but the most popular brands is the Road Pro or the Burton is the most popular brands. You're gonna most easy to find brands throughout, and most of the time you're gonna see Road Pro. And they have other products, but this one I definitely stand by and I can vouch for. Look what I just did with it. So this is probably 3 or 4 days worth of meals here, depending on how often I eat on it. I'm gonna eat some of this. I'm gonna put the rest in my cooler and in my refrigerator, and I'll have stuff to warm up later. There you go, guys. Talk to you guys later. Hope you enjoy whatever you cook in this thing.